kept making promises that expired with my mood. I would sit in the car with both hands resting over the wheel. The bag in the back, the rain on the glass, and 100 good reasons to cancel the deal. Today was too heavy, tomorrow makes sense. I'll do it when energy comes back again. I wrote every excuse in invisible ink, then acted surprised when the habit went missing. My goals sounded serious when I spoke them aloud, but my actions kept adding conditions beneath. Only when rested, only when focused, only when life made agreement with me. That wasn't commitment, it was a contract designed to release me. These are the terms I don't negotiate. I show up tired, I started late. I lower the volume, but not the standard. I change the method, but not the answer. These are the terms, the work gets done. Yeah. So I made the promise smaller and harder to break. 20 honest minutes, whatever it takes. No perfect equipment, no ideal room, just floor space cleared and a task to move through. Some nights were strong, some nights were slow. Some nights all I proved was that I wouldn't go back to the person who needed conditions before giving effort permission. I learned a standard can bend without failing. A shorter session can still keep the chain. The point wasn't punishment, drama, or image. The point was becoming someone I could believe. These are the terms I don't negotiate. I keep the appointment I wanted to break. I lower the volume, but not the standard. I change the method, but not the answer. These are the terms, the work gets done. Just a load, low energy, narrow the goal. No motivation, that clause was removed. The promise still stands, so I still move. I used to sign my name and leave space for escape. Now every word means action, even when action changes shape. I don't know perfection, I owe an honest attempt. A commitment with endless exceptions is not a commitment yet. These are the terms I don't negotiate. I enter the room, I carry the weight. I lower the volume, but not the standard. I change the method, but not the answer. No mode can rewrite what my actions state. These are the terms, and my name stays there. I stopped promising the perfect effort. I started delivering the real one. I kept the work safe by never letting it face the world. The proposal lived inside a folder with 12 versions line by date. Every note I changed, one sentence moved, one number, one page. I couldn't care, I couldn't choose, stay sealed inside. I was protecting my idea from rejection by making sure it version that made me uncomfortable, complete enough, clear enough, ready to test. My hand stayed over the button for seconds, then I chose information over imagined success. The feedback wasn't gentle or fatal, 2 points were weak, one section works. Reality gave me something useful, fear had only given me circles. I kept the training plan for 8 straight weeks, adjusted the load, not the whole design. Some sessions exposed what needed correction, that was the purpose, not a warning sign. I finished attempt, can enter the process, an endless draft can only collect dust. Progress needs contact, resistance, response, something outside me that answers back. Nothing learns in storage, nothing changes, sealed, send the work into the open, let the weak points be revealed. I don't need a perfect package, I need something real to improve. What stays protected stays untested, what gets delivered starts to move. I was not refining forever, I was delaying the result. There is a point where one more adjustment is fear disguised as quality control. Release does not mean careless, finish does not mean complete. It means the work has left imagination and finally reached the street. Seal it, send it, study what comes back. Improvement needs contact, completion starts the track. I finished the version in front of me, then reality earns the next edit. Not how high, how long, not one hard day. A structure that holds. Yeah. I train like every day, had to prove something. Too much weight, too much speed, too much sound. One hard week made me feel reconstructed. The next 2 weeks I never came around. I kept decorating an unfinished structure, hanging confidence over unsupported space. I wanted the ceiling before the foundation, wanted visible strength without building the base. Every return became another demolition, soreness, frustration, a promise withdrawn. I blamed my schedule, blamed low motivation, but the real weak point was how I carried on. Not how hard, how long, not one hard day. A structure that holds. So I shortened the work until I could repeat it. 3 fixed sessions written into the week. I left some weight on the rack without shame and stopped calling exhaustion the goal I should seek. Same movements practice, same details checked, no rebuilding the plan. Every time I got bored, I learned that discipline looks almost ordinary while it reinforces what intensity ignores. The changes came quiet, better control, better sleep, less negotiation before I began. The strongest part wasn't visible progress, it was becoming someone who followed the plan. Build what can carry out, build what remains. A beam is made stronger by repeated strain. No room for display above a hollow frame. I build what can carry me. Then I add the weight. The mirror sees the surface, the structure knows the truth. The ceiling gets the attention, the beams remember the work. One session cannot hold me, one promise cannot brace the life I say I'm building unless I put it in strength stays. I don't train for one impressive day. I reinforce the weak. Difference, measured the week and found it too small. I wanted visible proof after 7 days, or I treated the effort like nothing at all. Recovery moves slower than my expectations. The same careful exercises, the same limited range. I pulled at the process with restless hands, as if frustration could force it to change. I kept dimming up what I had planted, checking the roots before they could hold. Then I blamed the ground for giving me nothing, while I interrupted every chance to grow. Nothing blooms on command, nothing deep grows fast. I give the work its season, I let the roots hold fast. No digging for proof, no pulling at the plate. I care for what is growing, even when I cannot see it. I stopped testing progress every morning. I chose wider spaces between each review. Four patient weeks of repeated basics, then one honest check of what I could do. I slept when recovery called for sleep. I trained where the range stayed clean. I fed the process with enough attention, without demanding a daily receipt. Slowly the signs became undeniable. Steadier movement, less hesitation, more control under ordinary effort, less fear inside each repetition. The change had been happening under the surface, while I complained that the surface looked still. Growth was not absent, it was becoming stable before it became visible. Leave it in the ground, give it what it needs. Consistency is care without immediate proof. Leave it in the ground, give it what it needs. Leave it in the ground, give it what it needs. Impatience says, show me now. Wisdom says, do not interfere. One demands a result, the other creates the conditions that make a result appear. Nothing blooms on command, nothing strong skips roots. I give the work its season, I keep the process true. No tearing at tomorrow, no judging every day. I protect what is growing by refusing to pull it away. I plan with action, I measure with patience. I do not defend the mistake, I correct the measure. Yeah. The bar kept drifting forward on the descent. My shoulder kept taking what my back should hold. I knew the movement felt wrong in my hands, but pride said adding weight looked more controlled. At work I made the same kind of error, talked too fast when the room needed clear, filled every silence before understanding what the people across from me needed to hear. I hated correction because it interrupted the image of someone already prepared. So I protected the error from examination and repeated it harder whenever I felt scared. More force did not make me accurate, more volume did not make me right. An instrument pushed out of calibration only measures its mistake with greater confidence. Stop defending the number, check the machine. A wrong reading repeated does not become clay. What do I do when the line runs wrong? Calibrate. What do I do when my pride holds on? Calibrate. Lower the load, slow down the pace. Let honest correction put strength in its place. Not punishment, not humiliation. Adjustment under resistance. Calibration. One set for a reason, not praise. Watched where the position started to break. Asked someone skilled to point out the pattern and listen without building an escape. The weight came down, the movement got quiet. Every repetition returned to the line. It felt less impressive and more demanding, because accuracy does not letting go hide. At work I paused before giving the answer. Asked one question and waited it through. The meeting became shorter and clearer when I stopped performing what I assumed they knew. Correction stopped feeling like an attack. It became maintenance for how I operate. I would rather adjust while the error is small than build my future around a mistake. Measure again, move again. Truth before speed. Fought before fall. Feedback is not the enemy. The enemy is an error I refuse to inspect. Pride wants the old reading protected. Discipline wants the instrument correct. What do I do when the line runs wrong? Calibrate. What do I do when the habit holds on? Calibrate. Lower the low, remove the disguise. Let honest correction make action precise. No shame in adjustment, no strength in imitation. Accuracy under resistance. Calibration. I do not defend the mistake. I correct the measure. Hey. The first sound wasn't power. It was the engine failing twice. Start with the Misfire. The first sound wasn't power. It was the engine failing twice. Yeah. 3 months out, I stood by the rack, hands on the bar, trying not to look back. The plates felt wrong, the room felt small, and every old number was written on the wall. I told myself, come back when you're ready, like ready was a place to stay, still and steady. So I skipped 1 week, then I skipped 4, kept my shoes clean by the bedroom door. I hated the proof that my strength had slipped, so I protected my pride and abandoned the trip. I called it recovery, called it being smart, but fear had its hand underneath every part. A machine doesn't heal by hiding the fault. You open the frame, you find where it stops. Start with the Misfire, start with the shake, turn the key again even if nothing waits. I don't need the old speed, I don't need the applause. I need one clean motion that exposes the cause. Start with the Misfire. That's where repair starts. I stripped every session down to the base. Lighter load, slower breath, no race. Wrote down the weakness instead of the weight. Gave every worn part the time it would failures point to the work you delay. The noise was information, the weakness was clear. I could keep avoiding it or become the engineer. Start with the misfire, start where it stalls. Trace every weakness through the frame and the walls. I don't chase the old speed, I rebuild what lasts. No borrowed momentum, no worship of the past. Start with the misfire. Listen to just kept the failure folded in a drawer. The test I missed, the plan I dropped. The message saying they chose someone else. All the little verdicts I never forgot. I trained with my head down, angry at mirrors as if looking ashamed could settle the case. Every bad week became proof I was finished. Every mistake wore my name and my face. I cross-examined every weakness for hours, but never questioned the story I told. Myself guilty before taking action, then use that sentence to stay where I was. A feeling can speak, it cannot decide. Bring facts to the table, let actions testify. Evidence overshine, show me what I did today. Not the name I called myself, not the loss I couldn't change. The paper I wanted to bury, read every comment without looking away. Some of it hurt because some of it landed. That didn't mean I had to stay the same. I wrote down the gaps without writing insults. Weak pace, poor focus, no follow through. A problem described can become an assignment. A person condemned has nothing to do, so I built my defense out of repetition. Showed up on schedule, corrected the form. Asked for the feedback I used to avoid. Stayed in the room when excuses were strong. The old accusation still enters my mind, but it finds a different record each week. Not empty confidence, not for forgiveness. A growing file of the person I keep. What proves I'm changing the call? I return the page, I revise the weight, I control the truth. I survive, what proof I'm ready? Nothing at first, readiness came later. The work came first. So I keep submitting proof. I confuse being needed with being strong. With being strong. My inbox filled before I finished breakfast. 3 favors waiting, 2 problems assigned. I said yes before I checked my capacity. than they handed me, and became unreliable underneath them all. I missed my deadlines, I broke my routines, resentment entered every generous act. The load wasn't noble because it was heavy, it was badly chosen, and that was the fact. Not every weight is mine, not every load gets carried. I can help without collapsing, I can care without being buried. I choose what fits the mission, I set the rest aside. Strength is not holding everything, it is knowing what is mine. What is mine? Yeah. The first note sounded harsh in my mouth, even though I spoke it steady and plain. I can't take this today, but here's what I can offer. No apology stretched into shame. I closed the extra tabs and finished my work, put the bag on my shoulder and left on time. The world did not collapse from my absence. Most people adjusted and carried their side. I started checking the load before lifting. Does this belong here? What will it replace? Is this true responsibility or fear? Wearing a helpful face. The answer changed how I spend my effort. More depth, less scattered control. I stopped proving my value through exhaustion. It started protecting the work I chose. Can I carry it? Maybe. Should I carry it? That is the question. Capacity is real, priority is real. A careless yes is still a broken agreement. Not every weight is mine, not every load gets carried. I can stand beside somebody without becoming what they're dragging. I choose what serves the mission, I leave the rest behind. Strength is not holding everything, it is holding what is mine. I no longer measure my worth by how much I let crush me. I worked harder when somebody was watching. I worked harder when somebody was watching. Camera on the bench, angle check twice. I wanted the effort to look precise. If the room was crowded, I pushed through the set. If nobody noticed, I shortened it. At work, I volunteered when praise was near, then avoided the tasks that disappeared into quiet folders with no recognition, no audience waiting, no public decision. I mistook being seen for being serious. I mistook attention for proof I had grown. The performance looked disciplined from a distance, but the habit collapsed when I trained alone. Lights off, who are you then? No crowd, do it again. I left the phone locked inside the car and entered with nothing to capture the scene. No perfect clip, no public number, just every repetition honest and clean. The silence exposed where I used to escape. Rest time stretched, small details ignored. Without the reward of immediate approval, I had to decide what the work was for. So I started counting the private completions, the task no manager needed to chase. The session finished without an announcement, the correction made with out. No reason to perform, just the work, just the truth, just the habit taking form. Now recognition feels good, but it isn't the engine. I can take the praise without changing the pace, because applause is temporary information. It cannot be the reason I stay. I do the unseen part with equal attention. Warm up, clean up, revision, rest. The final result may enter the spotlight, but rehearsal decides if it survives the test. Does it count when nobody knows? It counts. Does it count when the room stays closed? It counts. No audience can give me what private work has shown. I am what I repeat when I am left alone. The lights can stay off. I know the part. For months, I stood in the hallway and called it preparation. The door stays open. The door stays open. The application sat ready in drafts. My shoes waited beside the mat. I knew the number I needed to call, knew where the meeting was being held at. But I polished excuses like keys that never fit. One more week and I'll feel composed. I studied the handle, imagined rejection, and stayed safely near what I said I chose. Avoidance made no sudden damage. It charged me quietly day after day. Less trust in my word, less room in my chest. More distance between intention and change. The door stays open. I'm the one who waits. The room is not asking for a fearless face. Turn the handle, enter unsure. Courage is movement across the floor. The door stays open. I decide the date. The first step wasn't loud or heroic. I pressed send before I could rewrite. Walked into the session underprepared, let my voice shake and still spoke right. Nothing magical happened upon entering. I wasn't transformed by crossing the frame, but fear lost size when it shared the room with the action I had delayed. The next time came with less discussion. The call got made before doubt built a wall. I learned that confidence lives past the threshold, not in the hallway predicting it all. Hand on the handle, way through the feet. The life that I want requires me to enter it. I thought the door guarded me from failure. It only separated attempt from regret. I thought waiting would make me ready. Waiting only made waiting a habit. The door stays open. I won't stand outside. I can enter nervous. I can enter unqualified. Turn the handle across the floor. I become capable by doing the work. The door stays open. I don't live in the frame. When fear says not yet, still moves.
The numbers, the progress, their names on the screen. I carried their voices into every session until my own thoughts came through. Weak and unclear. One guy moved faster, one guy looks ready, one guy made discipline seem clean and effortless. I measured my worst day against their best angle and called the difference evidence. I changed the plan every time someone spoke. New routine Monday, new standard by noon. I never stayed long enough on one frequency to hear what consistency could do. Too much noise, not enough signal. Too many voices inside one decision. So I turned the screen over and opened the log. No crowd in the room, no comments to chase. Just last week's numbers, my sleep, my recovery, and one honest target written in place. I learned that focus is not feeling certain. It's choosing one channel and letting it run. It's holding the pattern through boring repetition when nothing looks finished and nobody comes. The static still visits, comparison still speaks, but it doesn't control what the next set means. I check my direction against my own record, not somebody else's edited scene. Cut through the static, keep the message playing. What did I promise? What will I try? Cut through the static, let the crowd disappear. My work gets louder when my purpose is clear. No borrowed signal, no second-hand view. I measure the distance from me back to me. Who sets the pace? I do. Who owns the play? I do. Who gets a vote when the signal is weak? The record, the standard, the work from this week. Now when the room gets crowded with doubt, I don't argue with every voice coming through. I lower the volume, return to the process, and finish the task I already chose. There is no peace in constant comparison. There is no growth in changing each day. A clear transmission needs one direction, and discipline keeps interference away. Less noise, stronger signal. One clear choice, made non-negotiable. I don't need the loudest voice. I need the truest one. Good mood, bad mood, clear sky, hard rain. The forecast changes, the standard stays. I don't need sunshine to carry the day. Weather can visit, it cannot lead the way. It cannot lead the way. I used to wake and inspect my emotions like clouds could approve what I planned. If energy dropped, I lowered the target. If doubt showed up, I canceled the demand. Some days I felt sharp and promised too much. Some days I felt heavy and offered none. My routine became a map of conditions, always rewritten by what passed above. At work, one comment could ruin the evening. One restless night could erase the next day. I handed the wheel to temporary weather, then wonder why nothing remained in place. A storm is real, so is the roof. Feelings need shelter, not control of the road. Good mood, bad mood, clear sky, hard rain. The forecast changes, the standard stays. I don't need sunshine same output daily. That wasn't discipline, that was denial. Instead I built ranges I could keep honestly. Full session, reduce session, minimum mile. When focus was clear, I used it completely. When focus was low, I narrowed the aim. But something got finished in every condition, so Moo lost the power to cancel my name. I learned to respect what the body was saying without letting discomfort design my life. Rest when recovery truly requires it. Move when resistance is wearing disguise. Rain does not mean ruin. Wind does not mean stop. A difficult morning is weather, not law. I can bend the schedule, I can shorten the strain, but I will not build my identity around one passing day. What's the forecast? Uncertain. What's the standard? Certain. How do I move? According to truth, not according to comfort. Good mood, bad mood, blue sky, hard rain. The forecast changes. The standard stays. I make room for the weather without giving it my name. Feel everything honestly. Still choose the way. I check the conditions, then I keep the commitment. I was always counting what was missing. Looked like defeat, 3 cross deadlines, 6 unread replies, a training plan paused halfway through, and a list so long, I stopped trying. I counted the hours I had already wasted, counted the weeks since I failed to head, counted every person moving faster than carried that total straight into bed. The numbers became a reason to freeze, too much behind, too little complete. I treated the like a final balance instead of a row of items at my feet. Now what remains? Choose one line. Finish the unit in front of your eyes. Saturday morning I cleared one corner, no giant reset, no dramatic vow. I answered the oldest unanswered message, then handled the task that mattered. Now 1 page revised, 1 meal prepared, 1 careful session, shortened but done. The list stayed long, but it stopped being endless the moment I started removing things one by one. I learned that overwhelm loves a wide angle. It grows when the whole inventory appears. So I stopped holding every unfinished burden inside 1 minute, inside 1 fear. I don't count the mountain, I count what remains after 1 clean action has taken its place. Item by item, name by name, I reduce the weight instead of feeding the blame. The list does not own me, it only shows the way. There are still weeks when the numbers look ugly, when effort gets scattered and plans get delayed. But I no longer confuse an unfinished inventory with a life that can't be changed. I take stock without turning cruel. I mark what matters, remove what does not. Some goals need action, some need release. Discipline includes knowing what to drop. Not everything today, something today. Not every demand, the next demand. Record it, handle it, cross it away. Cross it away. time do I need? Enough to begin.
How much time do I need?
Enough to begin.
For a clean 2 hours, a quiet room and an empty night. But work ran late, the house stayed busy, and perfect time stayed out of sight. 10 minutes felt too small to matter, 30 minutes felt incomplete. So I gave the whole day back unused, because the window wasn't wide enough for me. The clock never stole my progress, I surrendered every narrow chance. I treated time like it owed me abundance, before I would give effort a chance.
A minute cannot promise a finish, it can still receive a start.
Use the minute, give it. Don't insult its size. One page, one set, one task brought to life. Use the minute, give it. Let the small hand move. Time does not need to open wide
for me to follow through.
I began inside the gaps I once wasted. A walk while dinner finished on the stove. Mobility work beside the laundry. One difficult email before heading home. I stopped asking whether it was enough and asked what could honestly fit. Some nights gave me 40 minutes, some gave 8. Both could strengthen the habit. Small windows started joining together. The week looked different when counted as a whole. What felt insignificant in isolation became a pattern under my control.
5 minutes used beats an hour delay. The clock keeps moving, so do I.
I thought serious work required ceremony, a perfect beginning, a generous span. But progress is entered through smaller openings than the ones I refused because they weren't grand. No hour is beneath me, no useful moment gets dismissed. I respect the time I'm asking life for by using the time that already exists. Use the minute, give it. Put it under command. One breath, one rep, one promise in hand. Use the minute, give it. No waiting for ideal. Small action completed is larger than intention feels.
I no longer wait for time to appear, I meet it where it is.
The shortcut kept bringing me back to the start. The long road holds. I rushed every return like time was a threat. Had it way too early, ignored every step. I wanted the outcome without the terrain, so I treated recovery like something to beat. One good day made me careless, one bad day made me quit. I judged the whole road by a single mile and never stayed steady enough to finish it. The stairs at home told the truth every night. My knees still hesitated before the last flight, but I kept drawing straight lines through uneven ground, then blame my body when the route broke down. The long route holds when the shortcut folds. Impatience like wasted motion started marking progress in smaller signs. One deeper bend, one steadier landing, 1 week without crossing the warning line. I learned the detour wasn't stealing my future, it was teaching my body a safer way through. Every slow repetition became a landmark, every measured session redrew the road. Some days I hated how little had changed, still I showed up and respected the range, because speed without structure is movement that leaks, and the fastest return can become another retreat. Mile by mile, joint by joint, nothing skipped, nothing forced. I used to ask, how soon can I finish? Now I ask, what path can I trust? One question feeds impatience, the other one builds in. The long road holds when the easy road bends. I follow the markers from start to the end. No race in the healing, no bargaining with signs. I take every mile in the order it arrives. The long road holds, so I stay on it. I would rather arrive slowly than restart forever. The past should be stored, not inhabited. The past should be stored, not inhabited. At midnight I reopened the presentation, the one where my voice lost shape. Halfway through, I read every message that followed the meeting, then rebuilt the failure from every view. I replayed the pause, replayed the answer, replayed the face across the room, as if enough repetition could change the event or make regret produce something new. The same thing happened after bad sessions. One missed attempt followed me home. I carried yesterday into the next day's effort until one mistake occupied every room. I thought remembering kept me responsible, but I was not studying, I was staying inside. The lesson had already been written, everything after was punishment disguised. Take the lesson, label the day, keep what is useful, put the rest away. I opened a notebook instead of the recording and wrote 3 lines without attacking my name. I rushed the opening, I avoided the pause, I answered before understanding the claim. Then I wrote the next action beneath and practiced the first minute, breathe before speech. Ask for the question to be repeated when clarity is farther than confidence can reach. The memory became smaller, was given a purpose. The file is lighter when properly stored. I could retrieve the lesson when needed without sleeping beside it on the floor. The next presentation still carried tension, but tension no longer meant I would repeat every detail of the old collapse. I had instructions instead of a loop in my head. I will not live in yesterday's record, I will not sleep in a room made a replay. Take what can, sharpen tomorrow, then I return to the work of today. No endless review, no permanent blame. The past gets a folder, it does not get my name. Some memories still open without permission. A phrase, a place, a familiar sound. I do not fight every image that enters, I decide how long it can stay around. I asked one question, is there more to learn? If yes, I write it. If no, I move. If close the drawer.